Okay, hi, Anson Garcia with Verizon, and today we are going to look at Spark Hybrid and when we use the keyword @Spark inside a meeting invite. So just real quick, let's take a look at this drawing here, and remember that we have Jack Sparrow has an inbox in Exchange, and he also has a calendar. Right, this same user exists inside Spark as well, Spark Cloud. So I'm going to just put JS there, and then this same user also has a WebEx account. Jack Sparrow has a WebEx account too. So he exists in all three places. That's important to understand. Okay, and from our prior video, if you watch the at WebEx first, excuse me, we know that Exchange, or I should say Cisco Expressway up here in the upper left, has a connector to Microsoft Exchange, right? So we have this connector. Let's draw connectors a little bit different. Why don't we draw them as dotted lines? Okay, we have a connector. Okay, and we'll say that's a connector, C for connector. And we also have a connector out through the internet to Cisco Spark. And we also have a connector out to WebEx. Okay, these are also connectors here. I'll mark them with C. And we'll say the dotted lines are connectors. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Let me show you the demo, then we're going to come back to this drawing. Okay, let's take a look at our demo. We have two users, Jack Sparrow and Elizabeth Swan in this case. Okay, they're two Spark users. You can see that they have their Spark clients up. I'm going to put those away for right now. We're going to go to Jack, and we're going to go to his Exchange, or his inbox, or his calendar, excuse me, in Outlook. And we're going to do a new meeting. Okay, new meeting. We're going to send to Liz. We're going to do the subject as, I don't know, Spark review. Let's say location is going to be at Spark. Okay, that's all I need. Now I can put some content in here if I want to. Test at Spark meeting. Okay, let's send this off and let's see exactly what happens. And I'm doing this video so you can see exactly what happens here as opposed to at WebEx on my other video. So as we expect, we get an email over here inside our inbox from Jack Sparrow, and we're going to accept that. Okay, so I'm going to delete all this other stuff here just for now, just because we can see there's one and there. I wanted you to see that. You see how another email came in, and actually what it was, let's snooze that, what it was an update. Okay, it was an update, no response required. If you saw the first one did not have all this content down here. Okay, so that's the difference. So now it's kind of been updated, the meeting's been updated, and now I have this content down here, just like we saw in WebEx at WebEx. We have some additional content down here in the meeting body. That additional content is a URL to join the Spark meeting. And obviously, if I don't have, or if I sent this to somebody that didn't have Spark, it would ask them to sign up for Spark, get your freemium Spark account, and then you can join this meeting or join this space. Now, remember, rooms turned to spaces a few days ago, so we can join this space. Okay, so what happened on this? We know kind of what happened, and then we kind of get this, what goes on in the Exchange Outlook world. let's go see what happened in the Spark world. Go ahead, dismiss that. Let's put all that away. Let's bring up our Spark client, and you can see here, this is where I was before, if you saw before. So this new room slash space was created. If I go to that space, I can see any history that I had with Elizabeth Swan, because I've tested this several times, and I've had some one-to-one, instant messaging or messaging with her, business messaging, I should say. But you can see this was created. And now if I go look at her, she's got something new in here. She's got this guy right here, and it looks like we got something from Jack, or we got a space created from Jack, and we have some little guy in here. Now this guy doesn't do anything. It just says, hey, there's this kind of indicates that something happened in exchange. We got a meeting, and that meeting is the topic is Spark Review, and we got the time, and we got who created that meeting, and then we have, it was created at Spark. Okay, now I can click on that. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so similar to any Spark meeting, if you want to start a meeting, now I could have added 10 people to this, or however many my meeting would allow, and I still have to go over here and call to extend a call to everyone inside this space, and that would start the video call, and people could accept or not accept, and then I can share my screen and all the kind of cool jazz that we can do in this inside of Spark. So let's do something else just real quick. So hopefully you get the gist of that. There's nothing magic here or anything like that, but I want to do one more thing, and I want to come over here, and I want to bring up this meeting, and I want to cancel that meeting, and I'm going to send a cancellation. Okay, as you expect in Outlook, we're going to get a cancellation, right? And then we can remove from our calendar. So this is just Exchange stuff. Nothing going on here. No magic here. But you can see here in just a second. Let's come back to this, and let's let that update. We should see a cancellation of this message here. And there we go. You see it kind of went away. Okay, and it kind of went away in real time on both, or at the same time on both Spark clients, both users. So it says here that I canceled meeting, and over here it says, Jack canceled meeting, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's go back and kind of look at, what happened, what just took place. I mean, from a high level, technically in the background, what went on. So let me bring up the same drawing we just had a second ago. Let's pull that up. Okay, what happened was when we created a meeting, and we in Exchange we did the at Spark. What happened is the connector, that's this connector right here that's connected to Exchange, it has impersonation rights, there's an account, things like that it connects up to Exchange, and it's looking inside, for lack of a better way to put it, it's kind of looking inside people's calendars, and saw that there was an at Spark meeting created by Jack Sparrow. So what it does is it's going to kind of look out here, it's going to go out to WebEx, excuse me, that's the other video, so let's erase that. We're going out to Spark. It's going to go out to Spark over here, and it's going to see if Jack Sparrow exists, and he does exist out there. If he does exist, do the parties also exist that he invited? Remember, he invited Elizabeth Swan. Okay, so those both exist out there. So what it's going to do is then create a space, room, whatever you want to call it these days, inside, we'll call it a space. We're going to create a space, inside their or new space inside of their Spark client. And that's what we saw. And then we're going to put that little dialog box that there was a meeting created. So that's it. That's the magic behind it. There's not much there. Of course, there's a lot underneath the covers. This is all encrypted using PKI and certificates and all that jazz. And there's some things that you have to do in Exchange to get all this working in Cisco Expressway. But from a high level technical point of view, that's what's going on. And then again, when Jack deleted over here that meeting, Cisco Expressway saw that there was an @Spark meeting canceled, and so it went over here again to the Spark world, and then went ahead and deleted that little dialogue that was in that space. Now that space stayed constant, but inside that space that meeting was deleted. So that's it. That's the nugget for this session, and thank you for watching.